up is it that I can't even go take a piss without bringing my gun with me? And I was like, damn, I never even thought about that. That shit is not coming with me to the bathroom. I'm assuming I'm gonna have a minute or two to go grab it.
What?
Hell no.
Yeah, see, I haven't been traumatized enough.
I told you that bitch better be with you everywhere.
So look,
Everywhere.
I'm gonna say something right now. I only said this on the show that's coming out. I can't make this shit up. One day, I get an email. I had a Proton Mail account. Are you familiar with Proton Mail?
Oh, that's like an anonymous one for like drug dealers and shit, right?
Okay, so it's an encrypted email.
Okay, yeah. I got a little too specific. But I've heard of it over the years, yeah.
Okay. I got an email from a guy. This is 2012. He wanted to meet me at a place called Lux Bar. He said he had a job for me. Said the job was paying $52,000 for 5 days. Up front, you get the entire payment. Right?
That's a good deal.
Yeah, okay.
Also, why the f would they pay you up front?
Listen to this. I meet up with the guy. He shows me a ID from the Pentagon.
Oh.
He tells me that he does not trust certain people that he works with, and that he needs me to keep him safe until he can testify in front of Congress.
Oh, wow.
Right? So then he says, Keith, I want you to look at this. Red flag off top, because how do you know my name? I never told you my name. Okay. He could have heard from somebody else, et cetera, et cetera. He shows me some pictures. He say, what does this look like to you? I'm like, man, it looks like a desert of some sort. You know, I see like some trucks. You feel me? He says, okay, so this is like a truck to you? Some type of plow truck, something like that? He says, well, according to these measurements, this truck is 2 miles long. So I'm like, what? Okay. He asked me some more questions, showed me some more stuff. Another one was like looked like a protractor or something.
A 2 mile long truck?
That's what he said.
Very confusing.
All right. So I say, okay, so what am I looking at? He says, these pictures are on the surface of the moon. He say, my job is to scrub these pictures to make them available to get released to the public. So I'm like, okay. Then he asked me to sign an NDA. He pull out a little folder, unfold the paper, and say, want me to sign an NDA. I'm like, oh, okay. I always try to avoid that because to me it's like you're agreeing to something, right? Then the guy goes on to explain to me about some race of people who live at the bottom of the ocean. They have facilities there, and when I refused this job,
Sounds like a Little Mermaid, but
until you hear these parts,
okay.
I refused the gig. He tells me someone's occupying our moon. I'm scheduled to testify as a whistleblower in front of Congress about this. Can you keep me safe until then? I had to turn the job down because as soon as I go outside, my car ransacked. My car, for about 3 weeks, my car get towed. I go to pick it up, they give it to me for free. Then, a lot of strange things was happening. You see what I'm saying? And, this guy testified in front of Congress.
And is he still alive?
Yep.
Sounds like if they were willing to do all that to you, that they would be willing to kill him too. Or something to him.
Yeah, so he has something called like a dead man script. So like if he was to die unexpectedly, some type of information would get released. So apparently that's what kept him alive throughout that process.
Oh, that's smart.
You know who Luis Elizondo is?
No.
Oh.
Who's that?
Luis Elizondo is a former CIA operative who just testified. Him and his co-workers are testifying in front of Congress about the same shit I'm just telling you about.
Really?
Are you aware that they're banning abortions because global birth rates are down to historical numbers?
But they're not actually banning abortions. They're just trying to limit abortions, right?
You know why?
Well, the population growth is a very serious issue,
So you aware that populations in places are collapsing,
especially in places like China that had that one-child policy. Now they're
and now they're paying people to move there to have children.
yeah.
That ain't suspicious to you?
Well, I mean, you need to like replace the population if you want economic growth to continue.
By 2030,
Let me see that lighter, folks.
if the population drops to 2.1,
There you go.
damn, that's dope. If it drops to 2.1, that means population collapse, right? Are you aware that we are very close to a war with China?
Tell them good luck. We got the ultimate military. We're gonna drop bombs on them.
So if they attack here, you don't think there'll be destruction on mainland America?
I don't really think they can attack here, right? We're surrounded by these giant bodies of water for a reason.
Do you know that there are Russian submarines 60 miles outside of Florida right now? Who are they allies?
Well, they do something.
If they did do something, what's your first course of action?
Myself personally, I feel like I'm probably going to be pretty powerless
So you should probably have a plan, right?
to kill Russians who are invading our country.
You know,
I feel like I'm going to have to just trust the government. I know.
are you aware that you can
Sucks.
buy slots in bunkers?
Yeah, well, I've heard a little bit about that. No bomb shelter in my crib. That's something we're clearly lacking on. Can you even do that? You know, just dig a hole in the ground?
You own the property, you can.
I feel like we might hit a pipe or something. I don't know. There's got to be something down there, right? I don't know. But so all this stuff is shit that you've learned through your years in the game.
Yeah, bro, you'll be working with Army Rangers. Like, Keith, you're a good man. I'm gonna tell you some shit. Listen to me closely. You need to do this. You need to prepare for this shit right now.
Damn.
Keeps me up at night, man.
Really? That's
Hell
another. So that's
yeah.
another reason you want to get out of it.
Right, and to spread my true message, which is like, look, we need to prepare for certain impending events. That book Imminent that came out, Luis Elizondo, you need to check that out, Adam.
Okay, I will. But a couple more questions. Who